Did you know GM almost kept a turbocharged secret from us all? Meet the 1981 Yenko Turbo Z, a Camaro so potent and rare that it slipped under the radar. Today we're uncovering the full story of this muscle car's elusive turbocharged variant and its whispered legacy. Stick around to discover the mysteries and performance secrets of a car that could have changed the automotive landscape. The Z28 badge on a Camaro isn't just another trim level. It's a legacy etched into the heart of American muscle car history. Since its debut, this badge has graced numerous Camaros, each with its own story, but none as compelling as the journey from 1970 to 1981. The early 70s marked a high point, with the 1970 Z28 Camaro unleashing a formidable 360 horsepower and 380 pounds-per-foot of torque from its robust 350 cubic-inch small-block V8. This beast was a symbol of raw American power and speed, capturing the essence of freedom and performance. However, as the decade progressed, the muscle car era faced relentless challenges. By 1981, the Z28 had experienced a dramatic transformation, and not for the better. Strangled by stringent emissions regulations and battered by fuel shortages, the once mighty 350 small block V8 was now a shadow of its former self, producing a mere 175 horsepower. The impact on performance was undeniable, with quarter-mile times deteriorating to a sluggish 16-second range. It seemed the era of high-performance American V8s was fading into obscurity. But just when it all seemed lost, a glimmer of hope emerged in the form of a special edition Camaro that dared to defy the downtrend. Enter the 1981 Yenko Turbo Z, a beacon of innovation during a time of automotive despair. This wasn't just any Camaro, it was a dealer-built marvel that resurrected the thrill of American V8 performance. Thanks to Yenko Chevrolet, the legendary dealer with a knack for creating extraordinary performance machines, the Turbo Z came to life. The Yenko Turbo Z didn't just boast a turbocharged engine, it was a complete reimagining of what the Z28 could be. This rare model was equipped with a sophisticated turbocharging system that breathed new life into the 350 V8, promising a resurgence of power that muscle car enthusiasts yearned for. The result was a Camaro that not only matched the spirited performance of its predecessors, but also signaled a new era of muscle car engineering. Today, the 1981 Yenko Camaro Turbo Z remains one of the most elusive and revered models in the Camaro lineage. Its creation marked a pivotal moment in automotive history, a bold statement that American muscle could adapt and thrive even in the face of adversity. As we delve deeper into the story of this extraordinary vehicle, we uncover not just the technical marvels, but also the undying spirit of innovation that Yenko Chevrolet embodied. This is more than just a car, it's a testament to the relentless pursuit of performance against all odds, a true icon that continues to inspire generations of car enthusiasts. As we delve into the annals of automotive history, one name stands out as a titan of transformation: Don Yenko and his Pennsylvania dealership. Known for their knack to redefine the potential of GM cars, the Yenko name became synonymous with high-octane, high-performance vehicles. From Corvairs to Novas and Vegas to Camaros, Yenko cars are revered as legends within the automotive community. In 1981, a pivotal moment arrived. The automotive landscape was changing. Stricter emissions regulations had significantly dampened the performance of new cars. Manufacturers were forced to reduce power outputs, leading to a generation of muscle cars that seemed to have lost their spark. The Z28 Camaro of that year, for instance, was equipped with a 350 cubic-inch engine that only managed a meager 175 horsepower, a far cry from its predecessors. But Don Yenko and his visionary team were not deterred by these new challenges. Instead, they saw an opportunity to innovate. With no high-performance big block or special order options available to mark on an order form, Yenko Chevrolet needed a creative solution to satisfy the cravings of speed enthusiasts. Their answer lay in a technology that was just beginning to reshape the automotive world: turbocharging. Turbocharging was not entirely new to GM. They had experimented with the concept back in the 1960s on the Corvair. By the early 1980s, other GM models like the 3.8-liter turbocharged Buick V6 and the turbocharged 301 Pontiac V8 in the Turbo Trans Am had already showcased the potential of this technology. Internationally, companies like Nissan were also beginning to harness turbochargers to enhance performance, as seen in their new 280ZX. Seizing on this emerging trend, Yenko made a strategic move to incorporate turbocharging into the Z28 Camaro. Yenko struck a deal with Turbo International, leading turbo manufacturer, to equip the Z28s with a power-boosting component that would change everything. The installation involved a blow-through setup where the turbocharger forced air directly into the carburetor. Although this method was more primitive compared to the fuel injection systems found in later turbocharged models like the Buick Grand National, it was revolutionary for its time and proved effective. The turbocharged Yenko Camaro, known as the Turbo Z, became a beacon of hope for muscle car aficionados during a period when performance was on the decline. The Turbo Z did more than just enhance the power of the anemic Z28. It stood as a testament to Yenko's commitment to pushing the boundaries of what was possible in automotive design and engineering. In the early 1980s, Don Yenko embarked on a daring project that would imprint his name even deeper into the annals of muscle car history. The Yenko Turbo Z was born out of a necessity to inject new life into the Camaro Z28, a model that had seen better days in terms of power output due to stringent emissions regulations. Running 7 pounds of boost through its turbocharger, and notably without a wastegate, this engineering choice was unconventional yet purposeful. The Z28's factory low compression ratio of just 8.2 to 1 made it an unexpectedly suitable candidate for turbocharging. Yenko never officially published a horsepower figure for the turbocharged Camaros, but estimates placed the total output somewhere between 250 to 300 horsepower. This power boost starkly contrasted the performance of other contemporaries, such as the 301 Pontiac Turbo Trans Am, which eked out 210 horsepower. Notably, the Trans Am's quarter-mile times lingered in the high 16 to low 17-second range, whereas the Yenko Turbo Z impressively clocked in at about 14.5 seconds, suggesting a significant power advantage. The mechanics of the Yenko Turbo Z were as intriguing as its performance. All Z28 Camaros equipped with a 350 cubic inch engine typically came paired with a 3-speed TH350 automatic transmission. Yenko's modifications extended to the drivetrain, featuring a 10-bolt rear end with 3.08 gears that balance acceleration and cruising ability. Further distinguishing the Turbo Z were 2 performance stages available to customers. The Stage 1 variant offered the basic turbo upgrade alongside both interior and exterior modifications, enhancing the car's appeal and aggressiveness. Stage 2 went a step further, transforming the Turbo Z into a more rounded sports car rather than just a straight-line performer. These cars received upgraded Cody springs, wider wheels, and tires to improve lateral grip, along with additional chassis stiffening modifications that enhance rigidity, particularly in turns. Visually, the Yenko Turbo Z could be immediately distinguished by its revised and lengthened front fascia and the quintessentially 80s turbo branding plastered across the vehicle. This branding wasn't just for show. It broadcasted the car's turbocharged nature to everyone within a 6-mile radius. Inside, the Stage 1 cars featured custom enhancements that matched the exterior's bold statement, offering a cohesive and compelling package that screamed performance. Each element of the Yenko Turbo Z was meticulously designed to echo the spirit of its era while pushing the boundaries of what was mechanically possible at the time. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement on wheels. A rolling testament to Yenko's vision and a beacon of hope for muscle car enthusiasts during a time when the performance of American cars was on the decline. This is the legacy of the Yenko Turbo Z, a rare jewel in the crown of American muscle car history. In the early 1980s, the automotive landscape was marked by a pursuit of innovation amid stringent regulations, and the Yenko Turbo Z stood as a beacon of breakthrough engineering. Under the hood and inside the cabin, minor yet significant modifications were made. The instrument cluster and dash were reconfigured to accommodate a new boost gauge among other updates, enhancing the driver's interface with these turbocharged beasts. For those who desired even more, the Stage 2 Turbo Zs came with all the trappings of the Stage 1 models, plus upgraded leather interiors and a sportier steering wheel, transforming the car into a more luxurious and exhilarating driving experience. These modifications underscored Yenko's commitment to blending performance with panache, making the Turbo Z one of the coolest and fastest cars available during that era. But here's a puzzling fact. Despite their allure and advanced engineering, very few have ever seen a Yenko Turbo Z in the wild. Why is this the case? Simply put, they are incredibly rare. Only 19 of these cars were ever made, 16 of the Stage 1 model, and a mere 3 of the more advanced Stage 2. Initially, Yenko planned to produce many more, but the prohibitive cost became a significant barrier. In 1981, purchasing a Stage 1 Turbo Z would set a buyer back by $11,000, while the Stage 2's hefty tag of $17,500 was nearly double the price of a base model Z28 at $8,000. These financial figures meant that the Turbo Z was more than just a car. It was an investment, and for many, an unattainable dream. This rarity and exclusivity contributed to the Turbo Z being the final Camaros ever built by Don Yenko himself before Yenko Chevrolet closed its doors in 1982. Today, these cars are among the rarest Yenko-built Camaros, with the whereabouts of several still shrouded in mystery. While researching, I found that sightings and information on the Turbo Z are scarce. A few have surfaced over the years, including one that appeared for sale in New Jersey a couple of years ago, only to vanish, adding to the mystique of these legendary cars. It's thrilling to think that somewhere out there, a few of these rare Yenko Turbo Z Camaros are quietly waiting to be rediscovered. This fascinating journey through the history of the 1981 Yenko Turbo Z Camaro showcases not just a car, but a fleeting piece of automotive artistry. For those who revel in the lore of rare and innovative vehicles, the Turbo Z is a testament to an era of ingenuity. If you enjoyed this dive into automotive history, like this video and share it with fellow car enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more captivating stories from the world of rare cars. Until next time, keep your engines revving and your eyes on the road for the next great find.